The สวัสดีนะครับก็วันนี้เป็นการประถมนิเทศนิสิตปริญญาโทปริญญาเอกใหม่สำหรับหลักสูตรใหม่ล่าสุดของภาควิชาวิศวกรรมไฟฟ้าคณะวิศวะจุฬานะครับ because we also have international students, so let me switch into the English language. I try to have like bilingual. First of all, allow me to introduce you to our head of the department, Professor Nabun Hunjaran, and please join me in welcoming Ajahn Nabun for the welcome remarks to all of our new graduate students for this academic year of 2566. Professor Nabun ครับ
ขอบคุณครับสวัสดีครับ Good morning. Welcome all new graduate students to our electrical engineering department for this joyful occasion. May I share with you a few stories before we continue the orientation. May I share the screen?
โอเคครับ
Okay, so everyone can see the screen, right?
We could see the first page, yes.
All right, so first, just a bit of our department history. So the picture shown on the left-hand side is Professor Charles Emerson Gayward. He is the first head of our electrical engineering department who helped the faculty and the university establish the first electrical engineering curriculum in Thailand. And incidentally, this year marked the 90th anniversary of his presence to the Chulalongkorn University because he assumed the position of head of department from 1933 to 1948. So now I would like to introduce Professor Charles Emerson Gayward, the first head of department, to all new students. And picture on the right hand side, his first generation of Professor Charles Emerson Gayward student. His name is Professor Bunrod Bintasan. He also the head of electrical engineering department from 1952 to 1964. So the professor and student relationship between these two of our outstanding alumni last not just during their study period, but continue until the lifelong. Okay, it is interesting to know that Professor Bunrod still visit Professor Charles Emerson every year after Professor Gayward returned to his homeland in Sweden until Professor Charles Emerson Gayward passed away. So this is quite an impressive relationship, and we would like to share to you this story so that the relation between professor or ajahn and student or luksit is not just within the classroom or within the lecture period, but we would like to see the relationship continue and benefit to both the teacher and the student and also the department. And when you walk around our department, okay, you may see the Gayward building, okay, the very first building of our department, and also the Bunrod Bintasan building, okay. So that's a little bit of the history of our department. And also, if you heard about campus of Chulalongkorn University at Saraburi, it is the donation of Professor Bunrod for the land of around 4,700 right to the university as another outstanding donation or contribution to the very last of his life period. So now from the history, from the past, move on to the present, okay? Soon you are going to see the renovation around our department area, okay? It is named the Gateway Square. So now you can, so now you know where the name Gateway Square come from, okay? The department designed this Gateway Square to be used as a playground or living lab, okay, for our electrical engineering student, our faculty, our alumni, and also we welcome all other students of Chulalongkorn University to join force to use your technical knowledge in engineering together with your creativity, imagination, okay, to make use of this area as a test bed, as a living lab, okay. Inside there are basically 3 key domains that we would like to use this area to support the research and academic excellence related to electrical engineering. The 3 domains are smart energy, smart health, and smart ICT. So later you will hopefully you will learn along more details about the development of this area. And I would like to see, okay, at least a few or many of your master or doctoral thesis, okay, to be related to this Gateway Square area new development. Maybe you can use this to develop or you test on your prototype related to your research related to your thesis together with your advisor. So please stay tuned for the continued development of this area. And last, I would like to share with you another big news, okay? As we move forward into the 2nd century of our electrical engineering department, we see and we anticipate, okay, both the opportunity and the challenge lie ahead toward what all the mankind are looking for as defined by the Sustainable Development Goal. So in terms of our mission at the electrical engineering department, okay, we would like to use this turning point of into the new century, okay, to transform ourselves, okay, from the previous 4 fundamental division in communication, control, electronics, and power, okay, to be moving forward to be the research excellence in the 7 research laboratory or area named as shown here, okay. So today you will learn or you will get to know more details about your research cluster, the research lab where you belong, and also the study plan, okay. So later we will map the research cluster in the curriculum to these 7 new research laboratory under the CUEE transformation. So this is another development that we would like you to follow up and also be part of this transformation. That's all I would like to share with you on this orientation of question. Last, I would like all of you to enjoy your journey with us, with all the 43 faculty member, with all another 20 member of the supporting staff at our electrical engineering department. Enjoy your journey, and together we can create the bigger impact to this society and to the world. Thank you very much and welcome all of you again here to our electrical engineering department. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much, Professor Napun Punjaran, our head of Department Electrical Engineering, for a warm welcome speech to all our newcomers, our master and PhD students. In the next presentation, I'll be responsible for that. So allow me to share the screen with you guys. This is Ajahn Chaudit, and today I like to spend quite some time in trying to explain to you all the nuts and bolts of our electrical engineering department curriculum for the master as for the PhD. Okay, so the handouts over here we have already dispatched to you guys over the Zoom chat message box, and also we would post this as our website of the electrical engineering department, so you do not need to short note by yourself. All right. คุณดาวครับตอนนี้เห็นตัวสกรีนที่แชร์เป็น presentation ใช่ไหมครับ
เห็นเรียบร้อยค่ะอาจารย์
Okay, come. So this is Ajahn Chaudit, and another person that's going to be with you for all your study period is Kun Dao, Pi Dao, or Miss Reung Rong, who is the CUEE postgraduate study coordinator. Okay. This is a schedule for this morning. I would spend within 1 hour, okay, trying to go through all the graduate programs, the research cluster, course requirement, and the e-graduate system, which is the web portal that our department set up in order to help you guys plan your study and do all the stuff related with the master and the PhD study procedure over here, okay? And afterwards, then that will be the your senior students, EEPSA, Electrical Engineering Postgrad Student Assembly. They would come in order to introduce you with the EPSA activity. And I think in the next 2 months, we also plan to have the big activity of EPSA, not in Bangkok, but in Chiang Mai. So stay tuned. And in the final session, I think Ajahn Pisipon is going to come in to help introduce you to some of the MS teams that we have used for the courses at the department, so that you'll be able to know what need to be prepared. All right. If you are, well, interested, this is ranked of the Chulalongkorn University in the global impact from Times Higher Education this year in top 17, and this is the another, I think, ranking, just in case this is relevant to you. Okay, so Chulalongkorn University therefore is quite a good institute, not only for Thailand, but in the global scale as well in various aspects. The whole campus, this is roughly the area, and for our building, we would have our location of the building somewhere over here. So that would be the region of the engineering school. And for the engineering buildings that belong to our department of electrical engineering, it is this building at the mouse location, as well as we have some floors over there, as well as the laboratories for the high voltage engineering. We have like 100 years, more or less, for the history of the EE department, as you have already seen by the talk of Professor Napun, now head of the department. And this is your faculty members, your teachers, who are going to help you through your study period over here. For the three of us, okay, over here in order to help you guys. In terms of your junior students in the undergrad, we have at the department about 360 students. They are Thai because that runs on the Thai curriculum. But for the master and the PhD, we have both the Thai students and the international students. So In total, we have like 500 plus students for both the bachelor, master, and the PhD students, Thai and international. For the proportion in the past 10 years statistics, this is the Master of Engineering, the PhD in various programs that we have. So you see the majority is the green one. The green one is the Master of Engineering program. And it is a program that requires both the research work based on like a thesis completion and the coursework. So you have to enroll in classes and then you have to take classes in all those courses, okay? And we also have the PhD, about 15%. That's also for both the research and the coursework program for those graduated from the master's degree. We also have the program, the PhD, that accepts directly for the students just graduating from the bachelor degree, but skipping the master and then coming straight to the PhD. So that is the rate, about 1%. So a few. And we also have the some for the research only for the master program. So roughly, you know, where you are in the whole like demographic of this population of our master and the PhD students in our department. In terms of the internationality for the master students, so you see we have like various countries for the students that have joined our department in the past 10 years. And for the PhD, also we have from various countries. So mainly from the Southeast Asia and the South Asia. And so it also means that in many of our courses or classes, when we have international students attending the classes, many, not all, but many of our courses that professors, the instructors, they would just use the bilingual, which means that they would use the English language as the main language for communicating with the students. But sometimes in some important concepts that they would like Thai students who perhaps not so good in like listening and understanding English language, then our instructors, our professor would translate into Thai language as well. So that would be like bilingual, okay, both languages. But you have to check it out which courses would be running on the bilingual basis. If there are international students joining in, or which classes would rather be restricted to only the Thai student because perhaps they are related to the law requirement of the undergraduate for the Council of Engineering, or those kind of subjects, they're professional subjects, then mainly be like Thai students. So yeah, you have to check it out, right? And we also have some announcement published over the web so that you'll be able to use that as a reference as well. Okay. 6 research clusters would mainly guide you through the study programs that you have to design with your thesis advisor. Okay, I hope that you already know what research clusters you have been admitted to. Okay, so be the bioelectronics research cluster, the power and energy research cluster, the data analytics research cluster, control and embedded systems research cluster, advanced materials and devices research cluster, and the last one, telecommunication, networking and systems, or TNETs research cluster. Each of these research clusters, we have our professors that have been assigned as the coordinators of the research clusters. So if anything coming up in your study programs that you like to consult with our professors, then feel free to go first to our cluster coordinator professors. And the professors who are responsible for each of these clusters, they already listed in the web of our department. This is a requirement if you would like to graduate for the master's degree, and then later on, I'm going to go for the PhD as well. For the master degree, the Master of Engineering degree from our department, there are a few items that you must run down as a checklist. Okay, first, for most of you guys, I think that you're going for the program that requires coursework. Okay, so you have to check the course requirements. Now, very importantly, because for this new student group, we're going to use the new curriculum in the new bulletin. Okay, so it means that your requirement for graduation, the master degree, would be different from your senior students in the labs. Okay, so when you consult with your senior students about classes, then bear in mind, okay, their graduation requirements are not the same as yours. So you have to stay with your bulletin. All right. Now, each research cluster that you belong can also have additional requirements that you have to follow as well. All right. So you have to check specifically whether or not your research cluster has any additional requirements for the courses that you can enroll, when to enroll, how to enroll. All right. I would talk about this part a little bit more to give you more concrete examples right after this. Okay. Apart from the course requirements, a lot of details over there. You have to consult the bulletin. Okay. You have to complete the thesis. The thesis is just a research that you are carrying out for trying to investigate in some engineering problems that you are interested in, and you would like to work with your advisor on that problem solution. And then you're going to propose that, and we have the thesis proposal exam. Master degree students, according to the university regulation, you have to try to pass the thesis proposal exam within 4 semesters. So 4 semesters, it means 2 academic years. Okay. So most of the students, they would just go for like, okay, I run half of my planned study period and I would like to go for this proposal exam. Yeah, that is likely the case. Leaving the remaining half of the planned study period for the thesis final completion. And after all in your research have already been completed, then you go for the thesis exam in the thesis viva, the final exam. We also required the minimum publication, so the paper publication from your thesis. For the master, we require 1 paper, and that could be a paper in the peer-reviewed journal, or it could be a paper in conference with the full paper that's been included in conference proceedings. Full paper means that it's not only like a few paragraphs of the abstract or extended abstract that describe about what you have achieved, but it's got to be like a few pages, okay, in length of the papers that you report in full, and that's also got to be included in the conference proceedings as well, so that you can count that as a minimum publication requirement for your master graduation. This is a rule from Chulalongkorn University, not only at our departmental level. And last but not least, the English language test score that you also have to pass. And more on this later on. This is also the requirement from the university. This is an example from additional requirement in the courses over here for power and energy research cluster. If you check out the website, then you'll be able to see the details in what tracks of the study plan that you are following. Could be professional-based study programs, could be the research-based study programs, and in each of these cases, then the power and energy cluster also have, like, let's say, sub-tracks that you could also follow, right? So please check that by yourself. Okay, we have both the English version and the Thai version equivalently, so that you'll be able to understand exactly what is required. For the data analytics research cluster, these would be the additional requirements. So data analytics require like some mathematical tools as a background knowledge that you must have first before you could jump into something that is more advanced for the data analytics techniques. So professors, therefore, in the data analytics cluster have helped design which one are considered compulsory for the courses, which one are the co-requisite, which means that you have to enroll in both, right, courses, which one is the prerequisite in the sense of the continuation as a sequel of the content from one course as a prerequisite to another course that comes afterwards, all right? So do check the recommendations. Also, we have like a list of the courses. Okay, is it going to be open in the semester 1, which is this coming semester, starting from August to like December, or semester 2 would start next year, January, until next year, May. All right, so we have the course alignment for you guys. And in order to help you understand a little bit like in the friendly style, then we're trying to group, okay, for the data analytics, these are the course outlines, like a big picture of what you could see, so that you'll be able to shop around the tools from different classes that we have in the data analytics cluster. By the way, when you enroll in the classes, then in your own research cluster, you are required to select some of the courses according to your research cluster. But because the research field right now is very much like cross-discipline. So in our department, we have like quite a lot of flexibility. So depending on your programs that you have agreed to choose with your thesis advisor, you'll be able to select, okay, to enroll in not only your own research cluster courses, but any other courses that have been provided by our Department of Electrical Engineering in any other research clusters as well. So do shop around. It is your chance in order to try to widen and broaden your set of tools that you'll be able to use as a technique to solve what you have chosen as your research problems. As for the PhD, also PhD students are recommended to refer to the bulletin, the new bulletin 2023, okay? And like the master degree, this is a new curriculum, so the PhD students must follow, okay, the new bulletin. And when talking to the senior PhD students, their curriculum would be different from yours. So bear in mind, right? As for the PhD graduation requirement, every PhD student is rated from the university, first of all, to pass the qualifying exam. Qualifying exam has the aim in order to test the basics of the knowledge that would be required in order to enable PhD students to continue on the research journey afterwards. So PhD student, therefore, would have to select some subjects, some courses in order to take as the qualifying exams. And those courses are listed actually from our curriculum as well, but the PhD student can consult with your advisor in order to select which courses would match with the requirement for the research that they would like to do, okay? This is proposal exam for the PhDs required by university to be completed within 6 semesters or 3 academic years at most. Well, it means that if you could do faster than that, it's okay, but you cannot do later than that. The same to the master degree, all right? The master degree, the proposal exam, the deadline is 4 semesters. But the master student could also do much earlier than that. If you can, then even one semester, and then if you have already got the problem at hand and you could also go for the master thesis proposal exam, that is also perfectly okay. All right. So do consult with your advisor on that. The thesis final exam or the PhD Viva that has to come afterwards. This is similar to the master degree, but in much more technical depth. All right. And as for the PhD, we also have the minimum publication requirement, depending on your chosen program. So research only will require 2 journals or 1 journal for the research and postdoc program. As for the English language, both master and the PhD, beware of this, because they be like some journals that considered to be predatory journals. And they are not acceptable. And Chulalongkorn University also does not accept that for the minimum publication requirement. So if you want to submit your research works to anywhere, please do check first that they are not considered a potential predatory journals. And one of the well-known lists is by the Bear list. So yeah, beware, okay? This is the English language score for the graduation requirement. And bear in mind that this requirement is actually different from what you have already passed for the admission requirement for the English score. This is graduation requirement of the English score, which is higher than the admission requirement of the English score. Okay, so please recheck, okay, which of these cases you belong, and upon the graduations, then you must be able to satisfy the requirement of this by the university. For example, if you are master's student over here, and if you have the English language test score, let's say the test score from CUEE of Chulalongkorn University, that is at least 4.5, or you have the IELTS score of at least 4.0, or the TOEFL score of at least 450, then you are okay in order to pass the graduation requirement. But you see, if you're doctor student, then the criteria would be higher, right, for each of the test score. If you cannot pass in any of these criteria, right? So, well, it depends on what score you have. If you have the score falling in this range, let's say in that range, CUEE from 38 to 44, then Chulalongkorn University requires that, well, that score is okay, acceptable as the graduation requirement by the university, but you must also pass one class. And that class for the master can be selected over here. So we have like the Language Institute of the Chulalongkorn University, and they have professional instructors of the English language in various classes. So you could choose any of these courses and then you enroll that and then you try to pass that and it is okay. All right. But if your score is within rather this range from 30 to 37, then you would have to pass 2 classes. And 2 classes, if you're the master's student, then could also be selected from any of these listed courses as well. But as for the PhD, the course that could be selected will be different from the master. So you check it out, all right? Now, it is first come, first served, because the Language Institute of the university is responsible for all these classes, not only for the electrical engineering department students, but from all the other programs of Chulalongkorn University as well. So, well, you have to be alert. If you need it, then, well, first come, first serve for the enrollment, okay? More details on this one, but I have already summarized as a table for you guys. The detail here, unfortunately, is in Thai language, but the equivalence of the information is already in this slide. Okay. The department also has some support of the grant, okay, so that you'll be able to attend some academic events, like you have to present your research work at the conference. Then each master, doctoral student is eligible for one time that you could ask for the grant support from other department. That is up to 10,000 Thai baht. In some cases, especially like for CUEE scholarship recipients, then you also have the second time, which means you could ask for the grant 2 times. Yeah, so you check it out with your conditions of your scholarships. If you receive the CUEE High Performance Scholarship or other types of the CUEE departmental scholarships, then I think the condition scholarship allow you to apply for the second time. Okay, so this is the right for you to exercise. For the logistic, we require that you have to submit your request to our department at least 30 days before the first date of the conference, so that there will be some bureaucratic routine of the government that we have to process for you before you can be able to reimburse. You can reimburse the expenses afterwards, okay? And we ask for 30 days at least, okay? In some cases, you don't know yet if the paper is accepted or not. Not like 30 days, but maybe the announced notification of your paper acceptance is 25 days before the first date of the conference, although that is unlikely, but that can happen. But that is, if that is the case, we suggest that, well, once you submit your paper, it doesn't matter if your paper would be accepted or rejected, then you have to apply for the grant straight away, so that we'll be able to run the process of financial declaration of your expense estimation, everything with the Faculty of Engineering for you in advance and in time, okay? But afterwards, if your paper is not accepted and you cannot go, then, well, it's okay. You just tell us that, okay, you're not going anymore. And so that is perfectly fine, all right? So we require 30 days at least, so that we'll be able to process everything for you guys. Details of the stuff in our website. This is for the scholarship. You just go to that graduation program for the menu and the sub-menu, the scholarship and the grant. Then you see various grants and the scholarships that we have listed for you for both the Thai students and the international students. Another place that you have to be aware of is the one-stop service menu. In the one-stop service menu, you go to postgraduate students, and then over there, then all the important information that I have presented today, that you could check it out, write yourself in details later on. And as for the remaining of my talk, I would like to focus on this one, e-graduate system, okay? So if you go to graduate program and to the e-graduate sub-menu, then you'll be able to enter the web portal, the graduate system, in order to support your study. And right after this orientation this morning, then you have some assignment that you have to complete straight away with the e-graduate. Okay, so there is a homework here that you have to follow. All right. E-graduate web portal. I'm going to demo for you guys soon after this. But basically, this is the overall things that you can do with the e-graduate web portal of our electrical engineering department. You could use it to update your student profile that's been kept at our department database. You use it in order to prepare the course checklist, and that would become your master or the PhD study plans. You could use it in order to upload the test score evidences for the English language that you have. And this is important because later on you need this as a requirement for the graduation with the university afterwards. So the department would keep the evidence, this evidence for you, so you do not need to worry that you would lose it. Okay. You update publications or the papers, and that too is going to be used, to satisfy the graduation requirement. The thesis proposal, the thesis final exam, all the procedure you have to do at the e-graduate. So this is a very important web portal, including the graduation request in the last procedural steps you have to follow so that you'll be able to graduate. All right. What does it look like? Briefly, I go here and then I show you the demo later on. Once you go there, then you have the username, you have the password so that you'll be able to log in. Okay. And the username would be the same as your username for July. Okay. And the password also is the same as your July account password as well. So you use that in order to try logging in. Once you log in, there will be like many menus. And let me go through each of the menus. On the left-hand side, whatever news that would be interesting would be popping up for you in the first page. Like I have already posted for you guys the bulletin for the graduation requirements. So you just go there and then you'll be able to go to the link to the bulletin of 2023 in your academic year. And also how to check the course opening for each semester. I also already provided the link for you so that you'll be able to check by yourself as well. Let's go to the student profile. For the student profile, this is the stuff that you have to do. Well, maybe this afternoon or tomorrow at your own time, then yeah, just fill in all the stuff over here, right? And we will keep this as a reference information for you so that whatever future circumstances you have to contact the department, then we'll just use this information to auto-produce the forms and everything for you, okay? So fill in everything. Course checklist, this is very important, okay? As for the course checklist, this is going to be the study plan. It depends on your programs that you are enrolling. If you're master, if you're PhD, if you're the master, there are different sub-programs in our bulletin. Then each of the program would have different template for the course checklist, okay? Many of our students, I think that about like half of you probably already know which programs you are in. In that case, then we have already assigned the course checklist template for the web page for you to complete. But about remaining half of the students, I think you do not know what programs you would join in just yet. In that case, well, we give you some time to consult with your advisor, your thesis advisor. And then you tell us what programs you're going for after you agreeing with your advisor. And then the department staff, we would produce a template for the form for you. And then you'll be able to complete everything afterwards. All right. Now, for the course checklist preparation, here is the list of important points. Okay. First of all, deadlines. Please, within the first week. The first week of the semester is next week. Okay. You have to know what programs you're in. For example, if you're the master programs, are you going for professional-based study program, or are you going for research-based study programs? Professional-based study program and research-based study programs would have different requirements for the courses that you have to take. Okay, so please consult with your advisor so that you'll be able to select the program that matches the best with your needs, with the study profile that you'd like to have with us. Okay, you have time until roughly next Friday in order to consult with your advisor on finalizing the programs. Okay, and then you have to inform us. Okay, so we're going to tell you later on how to inform us. After that, the department will assign the chosen program for you in the course checklist page. And then you could try to plan your course checklist. Again, consulting with your advisor. And the deadline is week 2. Okay, by the end of week 2 of the semester, then you must know everything about what is going to happen in the courses that you want to enroll in what semester, semester 1, semester 2, or semester 3, semester 4, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, why the deadline is by week 2 of the semester? Well, we use this deadline because this is also the deadline for the course enrollments of Chulalongkorn University. Okay, you have time until the first 2 weeks of the semester in order to additionally enroll in whatever classes or drop any courses that you do not want to study, something like that. All right. And so we think that the study plan deadline would have to be the same as the deadline for the course enrollments. That is making sense, right? Okay. Now, don't worry too much if you do not have the whole like 2-year plan, 3-year plan for master or PhD, whatever. Or in case of the 4+1 program, it's a 1-year plan, right? If you don't know for the whole period yet what courses you're going to take, then you could always change the courses later. All right. But you can change the courses by yourself, but you have to consult with your advisor. So all the time, all right, for the master and for the PhD studies, whatever things that you are going to do, consult your thesis advisors. All right, they will be able to help you plan everything together with you. If you want to change courses, but with the same chosen program, you don't change the program, it's easy. You could do by yourself. But if you want to change the program, it's much more difficult. All right. So when you are selecting the program, I'm going for professional-based program, the master degree, research-based program, master degree, something like that. Do it once and don't change it. Otherwise, you have to recreate the whole thing and you have to issue like a lot of like paperwork. All right. So be very, very careful in selecting the program in the first place. Okay. Now, let me switch to the demo part a little bit for you guys so that you'll be able to see better what is going to be the course checklist that you have to complete within the first 2 weeks, okay, of this semester. Let me share to you over here. Right, this is our website of our department. And over here, I am going to the graduate program and the e-graduate. Kun Dao can see the web browser ใช่ไหมครับ
มองเห็นค่ะอาจารย์
Okay ครับ and in here I am entering the web portal and you could enter your own username, but now I have got some of my mock-up. Okay, so I enter my username and the password, and then I log in. Okay, and once I log in, then I see this page, and over here I could check the news. Okay, right. So this news is about the bulletin that you could use in order to have the reference document for right. So it's jumping here to this web page of our department with the bulletin. Please be careful. You have to follow bulletin 2023. This is a new curriculum, not 2022 or any other older bulletins. Okay, that's the old curriculum. All right. So you just click over there. And here's all the details of the bulletin. The bulletin's 26 pages in length because well, it's quite long because it is everything basically. It's not only for the master and for the PhD, but it's also for the bachelor degrees though. So yeah, 26 pages, but please read it through, okay? All the important parts because the bulletin must be used as a law, okay? So when you want to graduate, Chulalongkorn University would check whatever you have done with your bulletin. Okay, so this would be like a term of reference, like a TOR that you have to follow. Okay, and for the master degree, there will be some detail. I leave you for like a detailed reading by yourself. Okay, for the PhD programs, there are 3 programs. Okay, so well, which one that you have to follow, then yeah, just consult with your advisor. Okay, if you do not know this one yet. All right. Now, this is a list of all our adjunts, professors in the department. Let me go jumping from, this is a bachelor degree. Let me go to the master degree. It's a bachelor degree still. Okay, here we go. So 26 pages, but well, you have to read, well, basically the first page and from page 9 onwards. Okay, so that's like 16 or more or less pages, right? Maths of engineering. Okay, so here's the details that you have to mark. All right, let me try to zoom in for you on the right hand side. There'll be course requirements. So you could see it over here. Okay, and the course requirements, you have some required courses. This is the departmental required courses, depending on the plan. Okay, if you follow plan A1, like I think none of you right now having the plan A1. So all of you is either plan A2 for the research-based study program or plan A2 for the professional-based study program. If I remember correctly, all of you is either of the 2 cases here. So if you have the research-based study program, you are required to register in this research methodology class. And this is the number of credits, 2 credits. Now the numbers over here, this is the lecture hours, 2 hours per week. And the second digit, it is for the laboratory. But over here, it is a lecture, not the lab. So 0 hours for the laboratory per week. And 6 be the number of hours that you have to spend for your self-study and assignment completion and so on and so forth. All right. So if it is a 2 credit class over here, you have to prepare for 8 hours per week for this class. Okay, 2 in the class, 6 outside the class. For Plan A2, for professional-based study programs, you have to register in, well, you could research methodology or EE seminar. Now, this depends on your research cluster. Some research cluster, some track would require you to register in 790 EE seminar. Some other clusters, some other tracks would require you for the 590. So over here, yeah, you have to consult with your advisor and the cluster coordinators. What will be the choices that you have to follow? Okay. There will be elective courses that you have to follow depending on your research cluster that you have chosen, and the number of credits that you have to obtain is from 6 to 12 credits depending on the program and the research cluster that you have chosen. Okay, so for example, in bioelectronics, they provide only the research-based study program, and you can choose any of these classes, each with 3 credits. You can choose any of these 2 classes in order to get 6 credits. Power and energy research cluster, it has both the research-based study program and professional-based study programs. So the bulletin requires that if you're going for research-based, then at least 6 credits here. Professional-based, at least 6 credits here. And there is a list of the classes. Data analytics provided only the research-based study program, and you could select 12 credits from the list of the classes over here. Well, you see that some classes would have only 1 credit, okay? Some would have 2 credits, some would have 3 credits, all right? So beware, okay? And keep updated all the time with the news of when exactly those classes are going to be opened and what weeks you have to take for those classes. For example, if it is a 3 credit class, then very likely that class is going to run like 3 hours per week for the whole semester. Simple enough, okay? But if it is 1 credit class, then, well, it's not going to be the whole semester anymore, but it's going to be 1/3 of the semester, okay? So that could be like the first 4 or 5 weeks, or from week 1 to week 5, or from week 6 to week 10, or something like that, okay? So you have to check the time slots that each of those classes are opening, okay? As well as the teaching time slots. So you have to plan over here, all right? 2 credit classes likewise, right? Now, basically speaking, in this new curriculum, we have 1 credit class because we would like to, some students want to know, for example, this is the 1 credit class for optimization concept applications, because the student want to know just the basics of how to optimize things and how to formulate it without the need for the mathematical proof or something like that. So in that case, yeah, okay, you're just going for 1 credit class. But if you would like to go deeper into the mathematical details, then you could continue with the 2 credit class. something like that. All right. That's why we have 1 credit class and 2 credit class, as well as 3 credit class. Okay. So do check it out. For the data analytic clusters, I think it's the only cluster that provided this kind of the cost structure with the 1 credit, 2 credit, as well as the 3 credits, because the analytic cluster provided a lot of tool set for any other clusters as well to choose from. Okay, so that's the idea. All right. Control and embedded system. If you research-based study program or professional-based, then the number of required credits different. So you see that from one cluster to the next is kind of different. All right. So you have to check for your own cluster and your own programs in details by consulting with your advisor. This advanced material devices, TNS, telecommunication networking systems. Apart from this, then all the clusters you also have over here some cluster we have professional-based study programs. If you go for professional-based study programs, then there'll be some other classes that you have to take as S or U, not graded, A, B, C, D, okay? S or U. And this is industrial experiences 1 to 3, internship abroad 1 to 3. Now, this depends, okay, from like, if you like to go for this one, then it means that, yeah, you have to consult with your advisor, and your advisors or your research laboratories, they have like close collaborations that provide you with the channel for the industry experiences, for the industry internships. Okay, if that is the case, then yeah, okay, you could choose this one. So that once you go for the industry internship for 1 month or 2 months, coming back, then you could use that accredited back by enrolling in equivalently these classes. Likewise for the internship abroad, if there is the strategic international partners provided by your advisor or your research labs. Okay, so but that doesn't apply to every advisor and every program. So you have to check, okay? But in terms of the curriculum, then we have this in order to support, just in case that is happening for you, then you'll be able to get the credit from here. Now, all the clusters, okay, also be able to select the EE elective courses from 0 to 12 credits, depending on your programs and the clusters as well. Like if you're going for bioelectronics in the research-based study programs, apart from the courses that you have to select from your own bioelectronics cluster, like what we have seen a moment ago, over here, let me just go back just a little bit to illustrate this point more clearly for you guys. Okay. Elective courses in your own research cluster, bioelectronics, over here, 86 from these courses. Okay. Apart from that, you could also choose to enroll over here. Right. For the general EE elective courses, okay, for additional 6 credits, and this could cover any courses in any research cluster. Okay, so it's very general. It's very general, and it allows the students from one cluster also to enroll in any other clusters as well. All right. In addition, in some cases that our instructors, our professors would like to open up some special problems or future technology trends courses for you, then from depending on those chances, okay, before the semester starts, the professor would announce to you that, okay, for this new semester, then I have this class and the content is like this, and you could enroll it in 637, 631 or 632 or something like that. So it would be like a from one semester to the next. Okay, so it depends. All right, but by default, these are, you could look at that like a dummy variables. Okay, could be anything. So you have to keep checking a little bit. Okay, but in your study plan, you do not need to include any of these in for the time being. All right, you just stay with the courses that we have already listed in details for you over here. So that is for the master degree. Okay, as for the PhD, then I believe that for the PhD student, you can study all the stuff by yourself. So I think I leave you for the readings. Okay, but for the PhD, then yes, okay, there are, if you don't understand after you reading everything here, then just consult with your advisor, as well as you could consult with me as well. Okay. Right. Oh, let me come back to okay. So that is the bulletin, okay? And over here at the web portal, you could select, okay, the courses. Okay, let me do very quickly for you guys. Right now, I suppose that I am in TNATS, and this is a student profile that I could just like click to change all the stuff. I leave this part is easy to fill in for you, but only the course checklist, right? That requires some spatial demo. Okay, so over here we have got the required course credits at 38, and right now, okay, we have the research methodology filled in, thesis, totally 24 that I have to comply. And this is the courses. For the courses over here, I need 9 credits. Let's try to select it. Okay, let's just go for this one, 506. Okay, 506 is okay. The next one, 520. This is just an example, all right? 522. So I could just add it in. Now I have 3 classes, so it's 9 over 9. So yeah, that's good. But well, basically you are doing that. How do you know that the course is opening or not, right? Let me jump to this part again. How to check the course opening. Right, this is the link. Okay, and for example, I could choose, okay, the course checklist. If I want to know 520, is it open or not? 520, right? The semester structure. Well, in our case, you have the semester structure, semester 1, semester 2, and the summer. Okay, the first, the second, or the summer. All right, in this academic year, and I could search. No, don't see any. Maybe it's in the second semester. Ah, yes, it is the second semester, right? Yeah, so that is the way to search. Okay, so over here, it is in the second semester. So 520 is in the second semester. So yes, let's mark it second semester. And 506. Let me check it out. No, maybe it's in the first semester. Ah, no, 506 not opening. Maybe it's the old class that is deprecated, is expiring, right? So yeah, 506 is not working, so we cannot use it, right? In that case, yes, just delete it. Okay, right. 522, is it all right? Oh, 522 in the first semester is okay. That's good. So 522, this is the first, this is the second, right? But when you do anything, then if you like to keep it like that, you have to save, right? If you don't save, then it's gone, basically, right? So now you have the plan, okay? You could also enter the years though, right? Okay, I want this over here. I want this in 2024. And then I save, then it's going to be with that for you, okay? And then you could share this with your advisor, all right? Then you could select like, okay, I want this one credit time series analysis. I want 3 credits over here, right? So I have like, it required 3, but now I have got 4. So yeah, that is all right. Well, suppose that this is okay already, right? So in what semester you have to fill in by yourself, but you have the idea, okay? Then you could print this page and then you could share with your advisor in order to consult if it is okay, all right? So that is the idea, okay? Right, this is about the course checklist, okay? Now, there are some errors in the past that you have to be aware of, okay? The pitfalls, okay? I listed here, okay? So in red, so that you be like able to pay more attention. Cost enrollment responsibility of students, not advisors, not department, by the regulation of the university. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, for each semester, the maximum is 15 credits that you can enroll for semester 1, for semester 2. But for the summer semester or the semester 3, you could enroll at most 6 credits, okay? So plan well, okay? How you to distribute credits and courses throughout the whole semesters in the study period. Now, in some special case, if you plan to graduate in this last semester, but you need to go beyond those credit limits, 15 credits or 6 credits in semester 1, 2, or summer semester, respectively, then you could ask for the official permission from the university. They would allow that for you, but only if it is your last semester, all right? So that you'll be able to get the minimum required credits for the graduation, okay? In any other cases, the university would not allow you to enroll beyond these credit limits, okay? These credit limits also include the number of thesis credits that you also have to specify, okay, this semester I want to enroll in the thesis for 3 credits, and in the second semester, another 6 credits. So in this academic year, I would accumulate 9 credits or something like that. So the number of credits also include those thesis credits that you have to register as well, all right? Now, be careful when you are asking for enrollment in classes, okay? There will be the 2 options. You go for the grading or you go for the S and U. This depends, all right? And check with the bulletins. The default case would be the grading, okay? But in some items, it will be S and U. For example, I think over here, right? If you are in the master degree program, professional-based study program, and you would have to enroll in 6 credits here in S and U evaluation, not graded. If you enroll it wrongly, not S and U, but as graded, then you cannot graduate, all right? Be very careful. Be very careful about this one. That's the first pitfall. The second pitfall, PhD students are required to enroll dissertation and seminar every semester. Failing to do so, well, that's not recommended at all. So be very careful, okay? And In some cases, student enrolling wrong course ID. How come? How could that be possible? Well, let me give you a concrete example. You see over here, right? The thesis, okay? You have the same name of the course, right? Thesis, but different course ID, okay? We have different course ID because it is for different plan, different programs, okay? So if you are in Plan A2 for professional-based study program, you have to enroll 811. If you're in research-based study program, Plan A2, it's got to be 814, okay? Because the number of required credits will be different, all right, in order to graduate. So if you enroll wrongly for the course ID, you cannot graduate. Be very careful, all right? It's the student responsibility to follow all the steps, right, strictly. Likewise for the PhD, okay? So consult the bulletin. Once you enroll, well, you have to make sure that you enroll in intentional courses. You do not enroll in unintentional courses, right? In the past, some students enrolling courses unintentionally, not aware that they have already enrolled in those courses, not attending the classes at all, not attending exam, and eventually getting F. Getting F is bad because for the master and the PhD, the minimum grade requirement on average for graduation is B, okay? Is the 3.0 is B. So if you get F in one subject, then that is going to weigh down the whole grade average that you have, a great deal. And we cannot do anything because this is the responsibility of the students for all the course enrollment. Be careful, all right? Now, the web portal, this is the English test score. You could upload the English test score over here. And we recommend that you do it immediately after you have that information. Publication, likewise, you could upload your publication over here and you could update this before requesting for the thesis exams. This is the thesis procedures. So all the forms over here is automatically produced for you once you fill in all the details. All right. So graduation request. And I think more or less that is about it on my part. And if you have any problems, you could also send the chat message in the Zoom, and then I would type in the answer for you. Or at the final Q&A, you could also ask questions as well. All right. Okay, so that is from Ajahn Chowdit. And in the next part, EEPSA club, the team already arrives, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, very good.
Yes.
So we have Nisa one, right? Okay, so
yes.
Let me stop sharing so that you'll be able to get some promotion to your juniors. Right, go ahead. Feel free to share your screen.
Okay, is it full screen?
Yes, it is full screen.
So, สวัสดีค่ะ hello everyone. We come from the EEPSA, which stands for Electrical Engineering Postgraduate Student Assembly, to present you the EEPSA Trip 2023. So, EEPSA Trip is an annual trip for CUE postgraduate students from different clusters to get to know each other. And you may be wondering, where are we going this year? We are going to Chiang Mai, which this case is also a very special occasion because we have a collaborative with Chiang Mai University. Save the dates, everyone. It'll be happening from September 7 to September 11. The trip will start from the evening of September 7, and we will be arrived back at Bangkok in the morning of September 11. We are going to the destination by train, and here is a brief agenda. We are going to visit the Smart Campus Management Center and also a lecture from the Energy Research and Development Institute of Nakhon Ping, which is also under Chiang Mai University. And then also visit Wat Phat Thát Doi Suthep. There's also a day we're going to do some CSR at the Forest Restoration Research Unit. So we're going to follow up growth of some plants with drone and other technology. More on that, we're also going to cultivate seedlings that going to be planted in the next rainy season, which is next year. Also visit the Dayapirom Palace Museum and Vieng Kungam, which present Lana architecture. So here's the form of the application, which the trip fee is 1,000 baht only. You'll also get EPSA polo shirt, and the seats are limited in the order of first come first served. So the form already open now until August 7. So please don't think too long. And if you have any question, feel free to ask.
Right. Thank you very much, Krap Nisawan, for presentation over here about our EPSA special trip, okay, to Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is another city in another province. And how many seats have we got for
28.
28?
28,
Right?
yes.
Okay, yeah. First come, first served, right? Right, but we give the priority to the new students. All right, so you guys, right? This is the QR code, and in addition to this QR code over here shown on the screen, where else can we also see about this information? Is it also at the website, right?
Because we prioritize you guys, so we didn't post anywhere else yet, but we're going to post on Facebook page and also in the Line group.
Right. Okay. Right. This is the one event that's not to be missed. Okay, not to be missed. And we travel by train together from Bangkok, and then we arrive early morning in Chiang Mai city and join in the Smart City Campus tour and so on and so forth. Right. So interesting for not only Thai students, but also for international students, well, so that you'll be able to make friends across the labs, right? Good, right. Thank you very much, Krap Nisawan.
Okay, I'll send the link in the Zoom later. Okay.
Yeah, so please send the link in the chat, right?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Next, อาจารย์พิสิทธิ์พลครับ
ครับ
Okay ครับ be invited ครับ
Okay, thank you, Dr. Chawadit. Today I just want to mention something about the communication channel between the department and all of the graduate students. Okay, so let me share my screen first. Okay, if you go to your Microsoft Teams, okay, you will be able to see this team group, CUEE Postgrads. Okay, when you enter this, you will be able to see a lot of information from our professors. Usually we use this to communicate to you about the classes. Maybe some cluster have new classes or something like that. Usually we post a lot of information about classes here, and all of the professors who are in our department also in this team group. So this is maybe the official communication channel between the department and all of you. Sometimes we also post something like announcement for TA scholarship or something like that. So please also stay tuned with this Microsoft Teams. And if you have any problems, maybe you are not be able to join this team or whatever, you can contact the department, or you can also contact me. I will be able to add you to this team group. Okay. And actually there is another communication channel, which is Live group. Okay, we have this graduate student CUEE group with around 330 students, 330 people. You can also join this Live group, but this is an unofficial one. If you want to join, you can use this QR code. Okay, you can use this QR code to join that Live group. Sometimes the department also posts some information on this Live group, but this is an unofficial one. Okay. Okay, any questions about this? I also have something that I would like to share with you, which is I'm also serve as the coordinator of power and energy cluster. So I just want to share something with you, which is this one. Actually, I post this message a while ago, and for the students whose student ID start with 66, you should follow this guideline for courses requirement. So for cluster power and energy, there is an additional requirement from the department. This announcement has both Thai and English version. Thai version are in the front. The English version is at the back. So you can read this on your own. And if you have any questions, you can ask me, or you can also ask your advisor. Okay. And please read carefully, start from page number 1 until the end, because some information are very important for all of you who are in this cluster. Okay. Okay, for me, there is nothing else. Okay, thank you, Dr. Chaudhry.
Right, thank you very much ครับอาจารย์พิสิทธิ์พลครับ and we also have professors who are the coordinator of other classes over here as well. If Ajahns would like to share some of the ideas over here, then please be invited. We have Professor Thawatchai, we have Professor Tirapon.
Hello.
Yeah, Professor Thawatchai, yep.
No, I just welcome to the department.
Right, Professor Thawatchai is also responsible for associate head of the deputy head of the department, right? Governing all the power and the energy
And control.
excellence and the control. Yes. Okay. Okay ครับProfessor ธีรพลครับ
Okay, thank you.
That's Telecom
ครับ
Network Systems.
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. I'm the coordinator of the cluster TNES in telecommunication cluster. Nice to meet you all. And if you have any question or any problem in our cluster, feel free to ask me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much ครับอาจารย์ธีรพลครับ and the emails and everything of the cluster coordinators in the website of our department. Okay, so just feel free to reach out, right? ขอบคุณครับอาจารย์ธีรพลครับ Professor Songpon is also here. Professor Songpon would like to say hello over here as well.
Hello there. My camera is broken, but welcome everyone. Can you hear me now?
Yes, very clearly.
So if you have any question regarding the cluster AMD advanced materials and devices, you can send email or messages to me directly. Okay, welcome everyone again.
Thank you very much ครับ Professor ณพงศ์ครับ Professor ณพงศ์ is from the right.
So,
Be invited.
so welcome all of you to our department. So I'm also the coordinator of the control and embedded system. So anyone have any problem or want to have more information about this cluster or how you're gonna take a class that you want, so you can contact me. Thank you.
ขอบคุณมากครับอาจารย์ณพงศ์ครับ Right. Any other professors you'd like to give any welcome messages to the new students over here? Be invited ครับ คุณดาวครับ any final words? Let me share the screen and over here. So everything of our department, you could just go to our website. Okay. In addition to the MS Teams and the Line group, okay, and we will try posting everything here for you guys, as well as over here at the one-stop service for postgraduate student. Our EBPSA trip to 023 is also here already, okay, and spend time regularly checking the new announcements. The permanent announcement will be on the web. The more recent one would also be at the MS Teams channels that Professor Pisitpon has already mentioned and informed to all of you. Okay. And last but not least, although you're just starting your study journey, but sooner or later, then you have to go through this examination, all right? So please, it's a good idea in order to check in this final but very important examination procedure, okay? And we have posted the examination procedure for you over here. What I have emphasized here for you first is that, well, in order to ask for the exam, like the final exam of the master, the PhD, you have to follow quite a few steps of procedure. Each of these steps takes time, okay, takes time. So if you complete your thesis and you hope that next week you complete it, this week you want to have exam next week, no, that is not possible, all right? Normally it is going to be like 4 weeks to 6 weeks, right? After you complete your research work, until you get the chance to have the exam, right? Because once you have the thesis written, you have to submit that for examiners, the committee to read, and it takes time, all right? So do read the steps, all the steps over here, approximate the time that would be required. Like over here, we say 4 to 6 weeks that you have to spare. So if you plan to graduate within this month, then it means that 2 months before that you have to start wrap things up. All right, so be very careful about this final step. It's already in here in details. All right, as well as the publication requirement and the details of everything. All right, so yes, so that will be my last word to you guys. โอเคคุณดาวครับไม่ทราบว่ามีอะไรอื่นๆอีกไหมครับในลำดับสุดท้ายครับ
ไม่มีค่ะอาจารย์ค่ะ
โอเคคุณดาวอาจจะเปิดกล้องนิดนึงก็คือเดี๋ยวแนะนำนะครับ Okay, so this is Miss เรืองรอง Okay, and Miss เรืองรอง of in Thai we say the elder sister is P P Dao. Okay, her nickname P Ring Rong is going to be the main helper for you guys. If you get stuck in some like technical things of the logistics, the procedures that you're not so sure, you have to consult with P Dao or Miss Ring Rong. And her office is on the 2nd floor of the electrical engineering building. Okay, so you could go there. If you don't know whereabouts, then just ask your friends. All right. Okay. We would have like 2 or 3 minutes just in case that any students would like to ask questions. Alternatively, you could also ask additional questions in the MS Teams as well.
I have a question myself. Sorry.
Yes.
I have a question regarding overseas students who are coming to Thailand. I would like to survey whether you have all got the visa and the plane tickets already. Does anyone still have any problems with the documents from the university? The reason I'm asking this is because my student Rukon, who is also attending this session, he still hasn't got documents from the university yet, so he cannot apply for visa and haven't got the flight ticket yet. So I would like to ask overseas students whether you have the same problems or are your flights already confirmed and ready to fly in? Any feedback?
Okay. Any international students still waiting for official letter from Jula? Sautaya, have you already got it? The letter from Jula needed for the like a visa application? Right. Yeah. So have you already got the letter from Jula yet?
Yes, sir. I already got the documents and I have applied for the visa, but it is still under the process.
Oh, I see. Okay. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, any other students, please? Could you share what you've got? Oh,
hello.
Right. Yeah.
I am
Usman. Yes. Go ahead. Yep.
I emailed to International Affairs. Then they sent me these documents. Yesterday I was at Embassy of Thailand at Pakistan, and they gave me time for almost 1 week. They will process my visa. So
Okay.
I have planned to come on 18th of August. But I got by mailing. They didn't provide me on their own.
Okay, right. So Usman, you have already got the official letter from Jula then? Already or not?
Yes, I got. That's why I went to embassy yesterday.
I see. Okay, right. Right. Well, okay. If any international students still haven't got the letter from Chulalongkorn University required for your visa application, just feel free to let us know. Okay, email me directly. Email
No. Don't email. It's too slow. Can I suggest anyone who still has problem with the documents from the university? Please type in the chat messages now, and we will coordinate with the international affair from Chulalongkorn. So if you still have problems, please type in the message indicating your problems now, and Kun Ruang Rong will coordinate with the International Affair of July. Please do so now.
Okay, that's good. Right. Thank you very much, Krap. Okay, any other questions from our students or professors? And anything else ครับคุณดาวครับ
ดาวไม่มีเพิ่มเติมค่ะอาจารย์
everyone.
Okay, right. มีคำถามอื่นๆจากนักเรียนไทยด้วยไหมครับ
I have a question.
Yes, sure. Emmanuel, go ahead.
Okay, hello Ajahn and hello everyone. I'm joining in from Nigeria. Okay, I have just problems accessing the CUEE Next app. I sent a mail to the international community and I've not been able to access the CUEE Next application. Whenever I input my passport number, I still get a decline message and access denied. So I don't know how to go about it. I don't know if the database have not been updated or something. So I don't know what to do.
Okay, so this is with the CUEE Next application,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yes, please.
could you also help type in your problem in the chat box as well as your email so that we'll be able to help check a little bit.
Okay, okay.
Or you could also, if it is easier for you, if you have already contacted the July, right? Then you just forward, right, that email also to us. So they'll be able to help make a phone call in order to like accelerate the process to help check what is upcoming, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Emmanuel, I think you with Professor David, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
yes, I'm Professor David.
Yeah, so all the correspondence also please CC your email to Professor David as well, right?
Okay, I'll do that soon.
Right. Thank you very much. So any other questions or queries? มีอื่นๆอีกไหมครับ The final words for 4+1 master students from Chulalongkorn University undergrad. I think we have some 4+1 program over here, right? 4+1 มีอยู่นะครับ For the course that you are going to plan with your thesis advisor, beware of the maximum number of credits that you have to enroll, okay, for 15 credits for semester 1 and semester 2, as well as in order to satisfy for like the whole 38 credits, maybe you have to ask for the last semester before graduation, exceeding the credit limits. Okay, but consult with your advisor, all right? And for the 4+1 master student programs, also, I think that you could also ask for some waive of the courses that you have already registered in the undergrad that you have not used for your undergrad degree, right? And all those exceeding credits can be counted in the master degree program. All right, contact Dao, okay, for further details, and there will be some procedures that you have to follow, all right, in order to request for that credits, okay, from those courses that we have already taken, now counted for the master degree, okay. Those courses to be counted in this way from the undergrad to master, they would not be deducted from the credit quota that you have for the enrollment of your semester. Okay, so if you have 15 credits and you ask for the waive of 6 credits of the courses that you have taken during the undergrad, then it means that that is okay, right? Those 6 credits are 6 credits. It's nothing to do with the 15 credit quota that you have. All right, so that is the idea. Okay, any questions? Okay, if there is no further questions, then thank you very much, everyone, both professors and our students, EEPSA and the new students. And we look forward to welcoming you all at Chulalongkorn University in this coming academic year, starting next week on Monday. In case you cannot enter Thailand just yet, please consult with your advisors and let us know. We're trying to help you facilitate anything that is needed. And for the courses that are actually going to start on Monday, for most of the courses in our department, many of our instructors would also be willing to help you a little bit, like record the video for the lectures or allow you to join in by the Zoom. Although you cannot enter Thailand just yet, but you could join by the online sessions, something like that. But that depends from one class to the next. So do consult with the course instructors for the details. Okay, so that is the idea. Right. คุณดาวครับวิชาที่อยู่เทอม1เทอม2ประกาศที่ไหนครับ
ประกาศที่หน้าเว็บภาคแล้วค่ะเมนู One Stop Service นะคะ
โอเคก็จะอยู่ที่ตรงจุดนี้ so last word for your convenience over here we have for you guys one stop service postgrad อยู่ตรงไหนนะครับคุณดาว
ตรงเนี้ยค่ะแถบสี
announcement of department EE procedure for joining online classes in academic year 2023 it's not only to online classes right this one but it is for all the classes and if you're coming here joining classes in this coming academic year, then you could use the My Course View. This is a password of the course that you could use in order to enter it. And we also provide you with the details, okay, for all the classes. Is it going to be in the first semester, the second semester, taught by who is the instructors, can be taught in English or not, right? So that you'll be able to know, okay, from all the classes, semester 1 and semester 2. All right, so do check it out. So it would be like easier for you in order to plan your study program with your advisors. Okay, ครับ I think that is really all that we try to wrap up in 2 hours for you guys. And thank you very much, everyone, for joining in. And have a good day. See you at Chulalongkorn University next week.
อาจารย์ครับ
ครับปณิธาน
ครับผมไม่สามารถเข้า e-graduate ได้ครับที่อาจารย์บอกครับ
โอเคครับใช้ account ของจุฬาใช่ไหมครับ
account ของจุฬา username คือ ID ที่ได้รับมาใช่ไหมครับ
ใช่ครับ
ครับส่วน password ก็ตาม CU net ทั่วใช่ไหมครับ
ถูกต้องครับของคนอื่นๆเข้าได้ไหมครับของพัชพงศ์เข้าได้ไหม
ของผมเข้าได้ครับ
โอเคปณิธานอาจจะลองเช็คดูอีกนิดนึงพิมพ์แคปล็อกหรือตัวใหญ่ตัวเล็กหรือภาษาไทยภาษาอังกฤษบนคีย์บอร์ดหรือเปล่าของพัชพงศ์ใช้เป็น account name นี่คือเป็น student ID ใช่ไหมครับ
student ID กับรหัส CUNET ครับ
โอเคครับนะก็ปณิธานลองดูอีกสักครั้งหนึ่งลองเช็คดูแต่ถ้าว่ายังไม่ได้จริงๆก็คือก็ส่งมาบอกได้เลยนะครับก็คือที่อีเมลมีให้อีเมลของทางพี่เรืองรองเอาไว้เรียบร้อยแล้วนะในตัวสไลด์แฮนด์เอาท์ของอาจารย์นะครับแล้วเราจะได้บอกทางแอดมินแล้วก็พยายามแก้ปัญหาให้นะครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
โอเคครับขอบคุณครับOkay, I think that could be all. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณมากครับ Thank you very much ครับคุณดาวครับ and all the professors and the students for coming in.
ขอบคุณครับคุณดาวยังอยู่นะครับ
ขอบคุณครับสวัสดีครับ
ฮัลโหล
ค่ะอาจารย์คะอาจารย์สมพลค่ะ
น่าจะตอบได้
ผมยังไม่ได้เอกสารจากทาง